John Cena wins the Intercontinental Championship and Rhea Ripley returns. Welcome to Wrestle Ramble episode 16 for our Monday Night Raw review. Let's get straight into it. Jump into the deep end with me. Triple H decided to open up the show. As we know, John Cena's its last time in Boston, Massachusetts, where he's from. Is it Boston? I don't care. But that's where he's from anyway, and he decided to have a little riff-raff about John, call him the greatest of all time, and so. And then, he then tells the audience that, you know, everything has an opinion online, but, you know, he's making them think they have a valid opinion. They don't. The whole thing's hyped to high dough, and then Dominic Mysterio comes out and ruins the fun. And then he challenges Cena thinking, you know, you're not the greatest of all time, I'm the greatest of all time because I've got so-and-so. What I'm doing now, I'm in my prime when you were just starting off. And so, he's like, well, you know, why don't you try and challenge me for something? And John's like, okay, I'll challenge for the belt. And he's like, oh, I didn't see that one. Oh, you know what? No, let's not do that. And Triple H was like, actually, you know what? That sounds like a good idea. John, Dom, the match happens right now. And then we get Cena versus Dom for the Intercontinental Championship on the first Monday Night Raw back in Massachusetts. And oh my god, what a great night it's going to be! Because I tell you what happens. It starts off with a little blind attack from, you know, Dominic Mysterio, the usual type. And an immediate hot dog afterwards. Classic Dominic. There's a weird bump from John Cena when he gets kicked in the head, but hey, that's okay because, you know, he's munted anyway. I'm just kidding, I love you, John. Classic Bulldog by Cena. There was a point where he was already punching before Dom was anywhere near him, so it looked like kind of a it looked really weird. There was a Three Amigos done by Dom as well, but then Cena starts his comeback from that, but eats a trip from Dominic Mysterio and then rolls out the ring. That, you know, when they're doing the drop down, you're never meant to trip over it, you know, it's the whole... Anyway. And Wade has an aneurysm when he trips up John. He's like, he's too old and you're doing that to him. It's unbelievable. Now, keep in mind, Cena does say before this match started that he claims to be invincible. That's going to be important later on. And then Cena does eventually hog up and get full into his effect of his comeback. And then he does the smallest 5-knuckle shuffle I've ever seen, where he just does that with the rope that's closest to Dom instead of the one that's furthest away, but it doesn't matter, it's a 5-knuckle shuffle, how can you hate that? Then whilst he's recovering from that, and John is talking to the ref, Dom starts taking off the turnbuckle, throws it away, and then the ref is like, what's going on there? And then Dom pushes the ref out from the AA position that he was currently in at the time, so then John locks him into an STF, Dom taps, but there's no ref! Cena's like, yay, oh! Dominic Mysterio then goes outside, gets the title, tries to hit John with it, he ducks, gets him up into the AA, the ref comes after he runs it down the ring, pecking order, 1, 2, 3, Dom kicks out, oh my god, it's unbelievable. After the kick out that Dominic Mysterio does, he then gets up and drop kicks Cena in between the ropes, hitting the 619, and then from there goes up to the top, hits a frog splash, and Cena rolls through, hits the AA, and wins the Intercontinental Championship. Wow! He was invincible. So what did I think? Well, John Cena's a Grand Slam champion. How insane is that? He's finally done it, and he's put over, as well, Dominic Mysterio. Now, you may be confused. Why would you say he's put over Dom Mysterio? He's the one that lost. Well, he got the opportunity to face John Cena. That's already a big moment that he's one of the, probably the third last person John's going to ever face in his career in a match. That's already big enough as it is. And then the fact that he's gone on to lose to Cena in a great way, it puts Dom over like you've got no idea. He is the future of the company. So in terms of what I thought about the match, this was a great way to start off Monday Night Raw. It's a shame it goes downhill from here, but it was a good start anyway. And obviously it sets up the fact that Cena will lose the title at Survivor Series. I mean, why would he keep it? There's no, he's going to retire the belt? No, he's going to drop it to someone at Survivor Series. Someone willing to accept the title. Obafemi? Joe Hendry? Listen, I don't know, it's something like that, but we'll find out anyway. Now, John did say he was invincible, so Dom should have been prepared for that. Now he is. But, so Tommy invincible! Anyways, congrats to John Cena, and everyone gives him a little pat on the back in the backstage area, including Ray and Cody. Absolutely brilliant. John, we love you. We then had Damian Priest versus Rusev in the Last Time Is Now tournament match. I love Rusev. Damian Priest, you're boring. But yeah, there was a little back and forth for a little while, nothing too special about that. Rusev then picks up Damian like he weighs nout, and then there's a follow-away slam, and he rolls out the ring like a little Rusev does stay on top for a little while as well, with suplexes and drop kicks, the whole shtick. Rusev is this big bad Russian baddie, even though he's from Bulgaria. There was a desperation flapjack by Damian to try and get the crowd into it. They weren't into it, though there was a nice broken arrow by Damian. I will give him that, he's got a really nice broken arrow. Rusev then got back on top, but Damian did a little bit of a hulking up and got the crowd into it again. They still weren't into it. He then got a little discus clothesline that he does, where he does the I don't know, the little weird thing. He got the old school crossbody thing that he definitely, you know, took from, well, we know he took it from Undertaker, but he, you know, changed it up to make it off. He then got hit with a Machka kick, and Rusev does go through in the tournament to face John Cena. That was fun then, wasn't it? What did I think about it? I mean, obviously there was, you know, Rusev is this great big guy, and Damian Priest is still boring to a lot of the people, so it's not his fault. Damian is a great wrestler and really good on the mic. I think it's just the character work for him needs to be sorted out, because being the big bad sort of person from the 90s, like with Undertaker, he would fit with Undertaker's little Ministry of Darkness, you know? That's the kind of character he's got right now, and it's pretty damn boring. Rusev I love, so I can't really say much about him. He's absolutely great. But yeah, of course, we'll get to see who Rusev does face next in the tournament. Hopefully it's someone quite cool, or someone that, you know, even if it's Sheamus again, I wouldn't mind if it's Sheamus again. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, Rusev, you did well. Hopefully we'll see you again in the next match next week, or the week after that. Let's find out. There was also a backstage segment as well where Adam Pearce announced to Maxine Dupree that there would be an Intercontinental Championship women's match next week on Raw against Becky Lynch. And then Becky Lynch came in, whooped Maxine's ass into a little storage cupboard. CM Punk came out, had a little bit of a promo against Logan Paul saying, come out here, come on, let's fight right now. I'm not in my gear, I'm ready to go. Logan Paul did come out and say that he's been cracked way too many times by Boston. What? Then Paul Heyman comes out with Logan Paul, as well as Bronson and Braun Breaker. They all come out. They're going to fight CM Punk. They're going to get him. Jey Uso then spawns out of nowhere, by the way. Literally just appears next to him. And then, guess whose music hits next? Have a get. Who likes CM Punk and Jey Uso more than anyone in this company? Guess whose music hits? Yeah, it was Cody, and then Cody, Jay, and CM Punk fight off the Vision, and that sets up another Survivor Series match, or should I say, Up next, we had Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez for the World Heavyweight Women's Championship. Nikki Bella was the manager for Stephanie, and Roxanne Perez was the manager for Raquel Rodriguez. The match was pretty decent, though Nikki Bella had a little sour face on the entire match. I wonder why. It was much of a back and forth from the start of the match, but that's fine, to be honest. Raquel Rodriguez did power out of a Devil's Kiss to hit a Snake Eyes on the top turnbuckle to Stephanie, which was pretty decent. There wasn't a lot after that, to be honest. I mean, Raquel did reverse an SVU. Is that what her finish was called? SVU? Like, what does that stand for? Succulent vegan. Steph did try a little sunset flip as well. Raquel did power out again and hit a suplex. It looked kind of cool, to be honest, the way she powered her up. Good stuff. And there was a Meteora countered into a powerbomb by Raquel. She's been put over pretty well in this match. Actually should be. Raquel's great. Roxanne did try to interfere, but Nikki Bella came through and whacked her out of the way. Raquel did get distracted by this as well, so then it gave the opportunity for Stephanie to hit the corkscrew from the top rope. 1, 2, 3, she retains the title. No surprise. Raquel was never winning it anyway. The match was fine. Honestly, I think the reason why it wasn't, anything special was because it sets up for what happens after the match, which is Nikki Bella turns on Stephanie Vaquer. Wow! That's absolutely brilliant! Nikki Bella's gonna be even more Nah, I'm sure she'll be fine. Nikki Bella is great. It's just she's got little things here and there that she could work on. But, I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, you do you, queen. But turning on Stephanie Vaquer, who is kind of giving you life, what the f*** are you gonna do now? Go back to Brie Bella? Or Juan C. There was another backstage promo with Cody, CM Punk, and Jey Uso, and talking to Adam Pearce about what they should do to fight off the Vision. William Regal then comes in and gives the fucking fantastic... They then agree, and that sets up the match for Survivor Series. Yay! We then had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sheamus for the Another Last Time Is Now tournament match. Shinsuke is again a face, and Sheamus is also a face. So it was a face v face match, but that's okay. I don't mind when these things happen as long as it's good, and Sheamus is always good, so I'm happy with that. Sheamus did have control for a little while, usual little fella. Nakamura did the taunt to him as well, and Sheamus was not happy about that. There was a little bit of a hot dogging from Sheamus as well on the outside before the commercial break started. He was like, yeah, fella! Nice little superplex. There was a Hulk up by Sheamus where he was there on his knees getting whacked into the chest like that, and Nakamura was like, hey, come on! And he goes to the top rope, but it's a big knee by Sheamus right into his temple. 1-2 kick out. Shinsuke then reverses the white noise from the top rope into a powerbomb, sets up for the King Shaozan, which is then countered into a roll up by Sheamus. 1-2 kick out. He goes to the ropes again to try it again. Bro kick. Sheamus wins. Overall, match was fine. It was pretty good. Sheamus is always going to be great. Nakamura is good. I mean, he used to be great, but it's just because the lack of consistent matches has not put him in that kind of title card anymore. He looks really soft when he's doing kicks sometimes. Like, I want him to just go in sometimes, but like, I get that he's trying to be safe. That's fair enough. But he used to, you know, he was called Strong Style for a reason. I'm just saying. Sheamus looked pretty amazing as well. There wasn't no notes about Sheamus, really. Sheamus has always been fantastic. I mean, there's a reason he's probably the best Irish wrestler ever to exist. I'm sorry, Fit Finlay, but Sheamus has just outdone you in terms of wrestling, which I'm sure you can appreciate, to be honest. Like him, Finlay, Becky, 3 main best Irish wrestlers of all time. Sheamus is now the top guy in that category for Irish wrestlers. He is just phenomenal. There was a guy in NXT as well, can't remember his name. He was decent, but anyway. So that sets up Sheamus advancing to the next round of the Last Time Is Now tournament. Who will he face? I don't know. What if he faces Hornswoggle? Now that would be great because he's also one of the greatest Irishmen of all. There were then more matches announced for the Last Time Is Now tournament, which include Solo Sikoa versus a mystery opponent, and Javon Evans versus a returning Gunther. Why would you announce him now? Why didn't you have it so Javon also had a mystery opponent? 2 mystery opponents isn't going to kill anything. I mean, would it be because he would get a pop? He's going to get a pop regardless of if you announce him or not. Gunther is just loved by a lot of people. He's just a fantastic heel is the only thing about him. But yeah, it's good that Gunther's back. He's going to kill Javon Evans probably, but that's okay because we could use that. Like, what if he comes back as Walter? What if he does that? What if he comes back with that same, like, aggression that he had as Walter and kills Javon, writes him off TV for months? That would be amazing. Gunther, if you're listening, if you watch any of my Wrestle Ramble videos, do that now. And then we get to the main event, which is Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. I'm not gonna lie, the main event was underwhelming. There was a little back and forth at the start, which is fine. There was a weird Asuka dance where she was doing this weird thing. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Nice little tag team work by Asuka and Kairi at some point as well. There was a desperation DDT by Alexa Bliss, which then got the Hawk Tua to Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair then fires up with all sorts of cartwheel clothesline. She then did the what was it? I've forgotten, but it got Asuka and Kairi Sane in the same position for a nice little moonsault off the top. 1-2 kick out, good stuff. Nice little boo and yeah between Asuka and Charlotte Flair, which then sets up the double natural selection, where Alexa Bliss and Charlotte will each take Kairi and Asuka and do a natural selection as, yeah. Alexa gets hers off, but then Asuka counters Charlotte into an Asuka lock, which I don't even know how she did it, but it looked amazing. Asuka is just, she's great. There was a lovely armbar by Asuka as well. And then another Chris Jericho hold being the Lion Tamer, which I was very surprised about. Chris Jericho is definitely coming back into this Last Time Is Now tournament because it would make absolute sense. He is definitely coming back one way or another. Charlotte Flair then got the figure 4 locked in onto Asuka, and then Kairi Sane was going to go for the insane elbow, but then Alexa Bliss stopped her, locked her into the DDT and hit that thing. And then it's like it's all going to be over. She's got the figure 8 on. She's got it. And then Nia Jax and Lash Legend pull her out at the right time and just whack on her. Ref didn't see it at all. He's distracted by something. Christ knows what. Nia Jax is so annoying. I swear to. But thanks to that interference, Kairi Sane hits the insane elbow on to Charlotte Flair. 1, 2, 3. The Kabuki Warriors win the match, making them the new Women's Tag Team Champions. The heels then attack afterwards, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, Kairi, Asuka, all wailing on Charlotte and Alexa. Then Io Sky comes out and she helps! Yeah! She helps out a little bit and then she gets brutally murdered well. And then Rhea Ripley music hits, and she comes out to help because she's great. We all love Rhea Ripley. She comes out, gives a little bit of a hey ho to everyone, but then there's a little standoff between the heels and the faces. Guess what that sets up? Can you guess? Can you guess? Because I'm not going to tell you, you have to guess. Games! So now we have another Survivor Series match set up for War Games. And that concludes our review for Monday Night Raw. If you did enjoy this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what was your favourite part of Monday Night Raw this week. We do reviews like these every single week for Raw and any PLE events, so be sure to stick around if you like that kind of thing. I will see you all in the next review.